presents Kerr Jula Challenge Business Plan Competition.
Again, my name is Isa Diok. I'm from Jula. I'm here today to give you more details about my business idea, which is Skylight Solar Electric and Building Materials. Skylight has been the smallest business in my community, and there is high possibility that Skylight will be the biggest business in next or two months to come. To give you feedback for the first edition, where I have highlighted that I want to be the big businessman, the first businessman that provide opportunities for my customers and for the community in large for offering them delivering services by using tricycles. We go more details into the financials. The last month, that is October, expenditures, which is $21,825. That's what I expend. 2, we have prices. It means how much you sell per items based on the cost of productions. I list some of the items that I sell. One, I sell plastic box. I buy $25. I sell it $35.
How much you spend?
Yeah, how much I spend.
Okay, can you just tell us how much you brought in, you gained?
Okay, I gain in that's the turnover.
How much you made? Yes.
That's the turnover. Mm-hmm. I did the last month of October, $33,630.
Okay, so you made about 12,000 from, because you spent 21,000.
No, I spent $21,825.
Yes. So you made about 12,000. Yeah. So okay, go ahead.
Okay, and then the profit is determined the expenditures minus my how to call this.
Do you only have October's figure for a month? Is that you only started in October, or you have other months?
No, I have other months, but I captured everything. I always take records.
So can you just say a summary of, since you started, how long have you started for?
Because the business, every week, the business is $750.
How long have you started? Like, when did you start your business?
It's now 1 year and some months.
Okay, so in a year, the last year, what has been your profit?
And
your net income?
Okay, my income was that because I start my business for 50,000, and then within the year, I am able to have that 50,000 and then gain out for my profit.
So it takes you 12 months to make back that 50,000.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
But you're not really sure of what your net income is.
No, I can't.
The net income is total sales minus all your expenses.
But he has it in his book.
Yes, it looks. But for 1 month, I think for 1 month, you have it for 1 month.
I have
only?
it. Yeah,
he has the definitions in his book.
All right. Okay.
So
do you do you have the total, like the total net income, like for the past 1 year? Like, what were you left with?
I was left with 11,805.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. You can go ahead. You still have time, right? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So still, the business for the time being, before the business was saving every week $500, but now the business has increased to 2%. That is $750. The business is saving every week in the bank. That is Nendimalantenaku.
Yeah. So if you have this money, what are you going to use this money for?
If I have this money, aside, I want to make my customers so proud, and then to offer them delivery services for this tricycle.
If we give you 150,000, what will you go and buy to grow your business? That's what he's asking.
I will buy the tricycles to offer my customers delivery services.
How much are the tricycles?
Tricycles, I once asked, they tell me 120, 130.
Huh?
Yeah.
How much are they?
Oh, do you mean the ones that pick up stuff at the back, right?
Yeah,
Like when
yeah.
you go to Gunjuri,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
ones
yeah.
that you buy.
Because
You say
I have
30,000?
cements and then
130.
130.
Yeah.
yeah.
So you'll get one tricycle.
Yeah. So I have cements and some other solars. So I also install them as well.
Do you keep any stock, or do you normally buy and just deliver it?
I buy it and deliver it to my shop.
So it's based on demand.
Yeah.
If someone call you, okay, we need this, you go and buy it for them and bring
Yeah,
it to
no,
them.
I'm having a shop right now.
You're having a shop.
Yeah, my coworker is there right now.
So what is in the shop right now? What are you selling right
I'm
now?
selling electrical, solar, and building materials.
Okay.
So if you're giving 150,000, you buy your tricycle. That's like almost all and then you buy fuel for a few weeks. That's all the money gone, right? And then the value of this tricycle is going to depreciate. So how is that making? Can you tell us how buying that tricycle is going to multiply your profit?
Yeah, by
How much? Like, okay, this is what you currently have. It's because you don't have a tricycle. But if you have a tricycle, this is how your revenue is going to increase based on what?
Okay, buying the tricycles will help me and help the customers, my customers as well. Because if they buy their products and to deliver them to their destination, so it will also another profit to the business.
So right now, when customers buy something from you, they take other tricycles nearby, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you want to
other
take their
buy-
business. You want
yeah.
to have your own tricycle, so that when someone buys,
buy cement, I can deliver it for you.
right?
And then they pay me
So
for
the
that.
money that you're getting right now, you only want to use it for logistics, right? For your shop,
Yeah.
right? So it's not that you're gonna be using it to deliver other things that people buy from around the area and then you go deliver. So it's not necessarily a delivery company,
Company.
because
Okay.
that's what you said.
Okay.
So you might want to clarify that. If
Okay.
I may be wrong, can you clarify what your business model is? Is it to use the tricycles to deliver shopping for the community, or just for that shop that you already have right now?
Just for my shop only.
Okay.
So you're not going to generate any revenue from delivering.
No,
It's extra revenue.
I will generate extra revenue if a customer buys cement, example, for 50 bucks, and then I will talk to you, convince you how can you pay me this price so that I can deliver your products to your
Okay, so it'd be
destination.
good to work out how many customers you have. Let's say, for instance, buying stuff from you, how much do you project,
Yeah.
right, that you would bring in from having this motorbike or motorcycle?
Yeah.
Yeah, tricycle.
That's a good.
My name is Amatulai Jalo. I founded Smiling Coast Tourism in 2019. It is a digital travel company. We build travel software for the hotel industry in Gambia. Currently, we have our first software built and ready to be deployed in the market. It is a hotel booking software. We call it Booking Engine that will allow people to book hotel rooms, apartments, holiday homes, etc. from anywhere they are in the world. So we can say it's, let's say, for example, Booking.com, I will see they are one of our competitors. So that is a brief about our business. You were not here the last time. So a bit about our finances. Is it okay if I use my paper? Because it's finances, I do not want to miss the numbers, actually. So the Gambia travel market is an approximation of 100,000 every year, meaning 100 tourists will visit the Gambia on average every year. Out of this market, 60% of it is our serviceable market, because those are the trips that are booked online. Because we are an online business, we do not have any business with bookings that are not made online. So our serviceable market is 60,000 out of the 100,000. We are targeting 10% in a range of 4 years, in a span of 4 years, and the 10% is 6,000 bookings in 4 years. Our business model is straightforward. We charge 10% commission on every transaction that comes to our platform. Now, in the Gambia, we have an average number of nights the tourists will stay when they arrive, and it is 7 nights. And then the average amount of money that they're willing to pay every night is $2,100. Now, let's say this. $2,100 multiplied by, let's say $3,000 is, sorry. $3,000 is multiplied by 7 nights is 21,000. We are charging 10% commission, and that's 2,100. That's what we are having. Now 2,100 multiplied by 6,000, it's what we are expected to have in a span of 4 years, and that is $12.6 million. I like to break this down. In the first year, we are expected to have 1% of our target market. The target market, remember, is 10% of the 60,000 that is our serviceable market. And then that is 600 bookings. 600 multiplied by 2,100 is how much again? About 1.8 million. Now, from the second year through the fourth year, we are expecting a 3% steady growth rate. Just a second. A 3% steady growth rate, 3, 6, 9 plus the 1% we have in the first year will give us our target market of 10% in the span of 4 years. Now, I know you might be asking, how much are we spending to get one particular customer? In the business that I am in, it is either you are doing the marketing right or you are out. Because this is why Booking.com is spending an approximate $1 billion only on Google Hotel Ads alone. And then Expedia, which is the second biggest in the industry, having to pump in more than 50% of their revenue back into the marketing, because that is how we get the customers. Now we are willing to spend $315 on each customer. Remember, we are expecting to have 2,100 revenue out of them, and then we have 85% and 85% profit margin. That is what I want to say. So the numbers might be like, oh no, that's unrealistic, but this is $1 billion industry. We have an approximate, I do not want to miss this number, sorry. let me get to this. I do not really want to miss this number. Sorry if I'm taking a little bit of time. I just want to tell you the amount, like the number of people that will visit the African continent annually. And this is 62.9 million people visit the African continent. And Smile Africa does not want to stop in the Gambia. We want to go continent-wide. We do not want to leave the shores of Africa, because Booking.com and Expedia has already conquered the Asian market, the American market, etc., the European market. We do not want to go there. We want to go where things are still available. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I have the first question. Thank you for your pitch. It sounds like a great idea. Have you thought about shocks, unexpected things to happen? COVID hit. What happened to the tourism and hospitality industry in Gambia? It died down completely. So with your projections, have you thought about all of these? Anything else that can happen that can change, those estimates? And but also, if so, what are the mitigators that you're going to put in place just in case that happens? That's one. So maybe you can start with that.
Yeah,
then.
that's right. Thank you very much for that question, because I'm a victim of the slap of COVID, I would say. Because when COVID, I actually started in 2019. So when COVID hit, I went to zero. So because I went to zero, we had to plan based on when COVID hits again, or when we have another problem that comes up. Now people are going to more strategized traveling. When COVID came, all the offices changed. Everyone goes online, etc., etc. Now our plan is to actually bring in responsible tourism in a way that people can still travel, people can still go to hotels without having to go with direct contact. That is why we are including self-check-in and check-out, meaning you can come to the hotel, check in, check out without having anybody direct contact with anyone. This is one of the reasons.
But that's assuming that they can actually travel and leave.
Pardon?
That's assuming that they can actually travel.
Yes.
What if people don't travel and there are no tourists? So does that mean that, again?
Well, in an event, when people are not allowed to travel out of their country, people are still allowed to move about in the country. We try to promote local tourism. Okay. That is one of the aspects that we're doing as well.
Okay.
Promote local tourism, tell people to come up with discounted rates so people can actually afford to stay in a hotel for a week or so.
Okay, thank you. And then what's your business development strategy? For instance, B2B, B2C? Do you have partnerships with, what's your plan? Actually,
we are taking B2C. We're taking B2C. It's a little bit confusion because if I explain to some people, they'll be like, no, it's not B2C, it's B2B, because we are having hotels as partners to come on board and actually list their hotel rooms, etc. But to us, we take it to be as B2B, B2C, business to customer. Why? Because we are selling those rooms directly to the customer. We are selling those rooms directly to the customer. So to the hotel, well, it's a little bit confusing. But you're still partnering with the hotel. B2B and B2C, actually.
You're still partnering with the hotels.
Yes, we are still partnering with them.
It's B2B.
It's B2B?
If you're doing both. You're going directly to the clients, and then you're partnering with the hotels to be able to do this as well.
But for me, how I see it is, it's B2C if the customer puts the money directly into your pocket.
Exactly, to us. To us, we consider it to be B2C, actually.
Are they paying you directly?
Well, at some instance, like when I came here the last time, I did talk about this, because Gambia right now is not too secure to accept payments from people, like through their credit cards or whatever. But we will have that feature. We will have that feature. And when we do have that feature, then it will be B2C. Now that we don't, it's B2B.
But why would I invest $2 million in a hotel and let other people handle my money? If I own the hotel. If I own a hotel,
yes,
right? Why would I let money go out through, like, do you think are Gambian hotel owners willing to accept their bookings money going onto your hands? Is this already happening right now?
I do not hear that properly.
Okay, what I mean is the hotels that you've partnered with so far, have you collected money directly from your customers?
No, we have not. See, this is what we are doing to penetrate the market, because we understand we have competition. Now, in order for us to gain the trust of these hotels, since they are facing, like we are facing a lot of competition, is to give them 2 months trial. That is what we're doing right now. We are listing them up. They're not paying us anything. They're testing the platform along for 2 months. Now, after the 2 months, by January 15, 2023, any bookings that comes in place, we have our share. That's what we're doing right now.
Okay, so as of now, you're B2B until you start collecting
until we start
money.
getting money from the customer.
That's my perspective.
Well, to me, it's a nice idea, and I think it can work. But I just have some few concerns. One of them is, how do you think you can compete with Booking.com? Like you said, they're pumping billions of dollars into it, and you made mention of your customer acquisition cost, which is
$315.
Yeah, which is $6. Yeah. To me, I think it's a bit high, sort of.
It's a bit high.
Yes, but can you break down how you come about that $6?
Okay, no problem. So we are going online marketing, 100% online marketing, because we are a startup. We have to be mindful of our costs. So the 315 is going to be spread between Google Ads, Facebook Ads, Instagram Ads, etc. So the cost that we are willing to pay for each customer, who we're going to target our audience in a way that we will have people that are capable of paying $2,100 in revenue to us, meaning $21,000 to spend 1 week in the Gambia on only accommodation. Facebook give us that opportunity to do it. So we calculated and then put on average 315 to go to all of these social media platforms, Google Hotel Ads, to have $2,100 is from these people. It's a start for us. And then I would like you to actually know that it's a startup. Every stage is agile. So we do not have a fixed budget for everything. We are an agile, I can say, company, because things can change. We can take another turn, because that is why we are called a startup. We are not 100% stable. It's an agile thing that we're doing.
So another thing is, like, what is the value am I getting from your platform? If you have Booking.com, what's the value? For the hoteliers, it's going to be spending less because we are charging less. We're charging 10%, Booking.com is at 18%. That is an 8% difference, and it makes a lot of difference. For the customer, they're charging less because these hotels, the reason I know is because I have worked with hotels, I have worked in the hotel industry, so I know how these things work. So when Booking.com charges this hotel 18%, they're taking almost all of that amount and pumping to you. You're paying that 18%. Now, if you were charging 10% and the hotels want to use the same strategy with Booking.com, you're paying less and you're going to be better off. You have more money in your pocket, staying in the same place as if you would have. Making less, paying more money with Booking.com. Okay. So cost, the travelers are really mindful when it comes to cost.
Okay, thank you, Ramatullah. So it's a good concept, but also, are they willing to risk just that 8% and then use a platform that they don't know of internationally? That is one. You mentioned about local tourism, and I think this is something that you really need to look at. You're Gambian, you're in Gambia, even if there's a shock, like we said, a pandemic, another, or whatever is to happen, you're here. We're still in Gambia, and you can really look at that, and that can probably be the value you're adding.
Yeah.
Right? I want to know, quick one, quick.
Yeah.
Since you started, what has been your net revenue, right? What are you going to use the money for? What are your projections? Well, you've talked about your projections. So what are you going to use the money for? You mentioned there are competitors. Who are your competitors in Gambia, right? And then what are you going to use the money for?
The money we earn through the business.
So what have you, for the last few months, what has been, or the last year, I don't know when you started, what has been your net income? One question.
Okay.
Secondly, if you're giving this money, what are you going to use it for?
Okay.
Thirdly, you mentioned there are lots of competitors. Who are those competitors, and what makes you stand out?
Well, one of them is, I think Tamo Travel. I just discovered them not long ago, but they're not as competitive as I am. Why? Because they're using CMS, that's content management system. WordPress is that we are building from the ground up. So because of that, we can actually guarantee security. We can also guarantee that the platform will not just go off one day. That's one thing. So Tamo Tours, something, I don't know. It's one of our competitors. To answer to... Yeah, local competitors here.
Okay.
Yeah, local competitors here. Okay, so your question is the money that we have made since last year. We have not launched. This business suffered a big shock from COVID. So we are trying to recover again. That is why we're giving the hotels 2 months trial. Now from that 2 months trial, we will be able to position ourselves better in the market to know which way to go. That's why we don't have a fixed plan. We have an agile plan that can be easily turned around. So to answer to the question, how am I going to spend the money? It's simple. In this industry, it's marketing or you are out. So the 150,000, I want to split it half. 50% is going to marketing straight away. 75,000 to marketing. The other 75% is going to be on operational. It will be our working capital, I will say. So the 75,000 can bring us something in return. Remember I said 315 per customer. So the 75,000 I'm investing from this competition can actually give us an approximate 40% of our target market of 600 bookings.
Can I just suggest some few things that I think add value to what you're doing? It will not take long. So basically what I see, it's like you're in the tourism sector. Forget the business listing right now, but as a value, what do people look at in a platform? Yeah, if per se you have in your platform important places in the Gambia, Stone Circle, Fort Bullet, all of these key places in your platform, and you promote those things as of people to connect to your platform, and beside it you can have nearest 5-star hotels, nearest things like that, so that people can actually go to the platforms to seek knowledge, but they can actually see the value. This is nearer to this platform, and you can even have a subscription base where you can invite these people that do transportation. You can eat from them in a way that you can have free trip to this particular place. Book now. So the whole idea is like you're not using business listing as your core, but you're using information of the Gambia. We know we have a lot of beautiful stories.
Actually, we have that feature on the platform already.
Okay.
We call it attractions. I was so focused on the money, sorry, but we call it attractions. So this feature actually aims at selling the Gambian image, what we have to offer to the outside world. We even have a virtual craft market on the platform. When I came here last time, I did explain that. What this virtual craft market aims to do is to tell the people outside what we have to offer in a language that everybody understands, which is art.
To me, I see that will move you and give you more value than just listing hotels and things like that.
We have that feature on. Attractions.
Okay,
we have
good
three
to go.
features right now. Hotel, which is the booking engine. We have attractions. We also have the virtual craft market.
Okay, the virtual craft market, you can actually buy products there?
No, we are showing for now.
For now?
We are showing for now. We have only one feature that is monetized, that is the booking engine. Because we want the craft market and the attraction side to bring more traffic to the platform.
There's one more question, right?
Yeah.
Gambia, it's all about December.
It's all about December.
December, you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I do.
So when you pump your money, are you going to factor in when you're going to pump it in? Because if you pump it around, let's say March, the returns might definitely be lower than if you had to pump it in around September, because Gambia is a seasonal base, like
Yes,
as a tourism, it's based on seasons, right?
Yeah.
So have you factored this in? Like,
Yes, I have, but the reality on the ground is that marketing takes time. So we do not just want to wait until, because this December has already passed and gone for us. So we are planning for January because the season is not over. It's not over until 31st of April.
like
You have
the
this
platform
beautiful
is
product
ready.
you're talking
This
about.
should have been the right time for the platform to already be out there.
Yes.
And test, pilot.
Perfect. Yes,
Yeah?
that's right.
You have
That's
a
right.
prototype to use and
That's
test.
right.
And you in a month or so, you can say this is what has been, because right now it's worths and projections and estimation. Test and come
Because-
back with numbers and say, in this month, this is how much we have generated, and these are the challenges, and now this is what I'm going to do.
Because
Yeah,
the $1,500
that's a
that you're
perfect
spending on ads would actually be more valuable in December than if you had to spend it in March. Because then you would burn that very quickly without having clients to get that money back. So it means that by March, if you spend that money for 3 months, you burn out, and then your business might suffer financially.
Well, I beg to differ. I will have to say no because the travel industry works in a different direction.
Okay.
How it works is that people plan their trips 6 months, 1 year before they even arrive in the Gambia. And then our customer base right now is not here. Apart from the local market, right now our customer base is in the outside of the Gambia. Yeah, we will. We will actually launch and then we will plan accordingly, inshallah. We will do that.
Okay.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
My name is Awa MCC, the founder of C Enterprise. Basically, we made solar dryers to help the rural women in their businesses and also in their gardens. Sometimes in the Gambia here, most of our women in the garden, they all grow the same product, and at the end of the day, they got a lot of losses. But with the help of the solar dryer, they can restore some of their materials and resell it again with the help of the solar dryer.
Okay, can you go ahead with the financial model?
Okay, with the project with the UNDP, we budgeted for 293,771. That was the whole budget of the 15 solar dryers that we made for them. And we exported to the rural areas, URR, NBR, and CRR. Yeah. The material costing, we got 144,963.25. Yes, for the material cost that we did for them. And also the logistic it cost us 116,000, which includes transportation and our foods and other things, logistic and miscellaneous too. And we had a contingency of 18,911 in case if we go to the market and find other things that scale up, that this money can help us with that. Yeah.
How you plan to make money by making solar dryers and selling it? Who is your customer? Who's your customer? Who will buy these fridges from you? Sorry, the solar dryers.
Solar dryers. The women in the cafes, because we experienced that the women that are in the rural areas, they form cafes and they go to the garden and do their gardening. At the end of the day, they restore it at the same place. In case that if the solar dryer is there and it is kept very well, they can use those solar dryers to dry some of their seeds even. In case that the rain is coming, they can use the solar dryer to dry their seeds too. Yes. And also not only the women care for our these things, some individuals, even in the combos here, we experience some of them said, there's a woman that says she need it for her home because sometimes she buy bulk of tomatoes and some mangoes and fetch into some small pieces and kept it in the solar dryer for it to dry and keep it.
Okay. Hi, Awa.
Yeah.
You keep on saying we, so it's you and who?
We are 7 in number. It was a project, so it cannot be built only by me. Each and every one of us bring our idea, but I'm leading this group. Since I registered my business, I was the one leading the group.
No, so you're now presenting what? Your own business?
Yes, it is mine.
Okay.
So enterprise.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're here to raise this money,
Yes.
right? For your business,
Yes.
right? Is it to buy the dryers? You want to use the money to buy the dryers?
No, it's a new business. It was made in June, so it's just a startup. So we want to improve the business to another scale.
Okay, what do you want to do now with your business? Why do you need the money?
I need the money to build a shop.
So you're
the
not here
business.
for the dryers?
Yes, I want to store the dryers there and sell it.
You need money to
To
for
make, we are
rent.
going to make the solar dryer from that money and some of our money, and we packed it there for sale.
So you need money to make the dryers.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
And you mentioned you need a shop.
Yes, we need a shop to keep the solar dryer so that the ones in the combos here, if they see it and they're interested, they can buy from it.
So what are you going to use the money for? I'm going to ask you again.
Yes.
What are you going to use the money for?
To make solar dryers.
Okay, how many solar dryers and what do they cost? How much does it cost to make one?
One is likely for now, as a startup, we are selling it for 5,000.
No, how much to make it?
To make it, you know, we have to buy materials
Yeah, so how much does it cost with all the materials to make one?
to solar dryer. It's expensive though. I don't budget for that.
So you want to sell something for 5,000, but you don't know what the cost is to make it?
For the refrigeration, no, I do not just count those things, those ones. But I can tell you the actual amount, the ones that we buy, or each of the materials, yes.
So why I'm asking, so we need to know from the money what you're going to make out of it, how much you're going to spend to make those dryers. So we need to know that. That's why I'm asking that question. If you don't have that information, that is okay. So if you get the dryers, it's just to sell it. That's your form of revenue, selling it.
Yes.
So it's very important that you know how much you're spending on one dryer and how much you're making out of it. Because if you sell for 5,000, that's not what you've made because you actually spent money, right?
You're right.
To have that dryer. So it will be good to have those numbers.
Okay,
Yeah?
okay, thank you.
You said you had a project with UNDP.
Yes.
How many fridges did you make? Sorry, how many solar dryers did you make?
We made 15.
50.
15.
And how much? Sorry?
15.
15.
Yes.
And how much was how much did it cost? Like how much was the project? Did you say 250 something thousand?
293,700.
So 293,700 divided by 15. That's how much it will cost to make one solar dryer.
Okay.
And you're selling it for 5,000. So you're selling it for way less than. Right.
No, we have, and contingency also is part of the cost.
Okay.
Yes.
But it's still technically
Yes.
overheads, right?
Yeah.
So that's how much. So if we had to do that calculation, even if you take out that 18,000 we're talking about,
Yeah.
it might still. I don't know what's wrong with my math.
Then there were 6 of them or 7 of them. Now it's just her as well.
right.
And also, can you do it yourself?
Now, for now, we are not looking into profit. We want to help our rural women and the ones that are here.
Looking for social impact.
No, as a startup, we are not looking much into the financial part to our profit.
How are you going to sustain your business then?
So we are not looking into the profit much because we are many and each of us want to stand on their own. But for now, we are joined to come as a one and help each other in this business because it wasn't one idea. Each and every one of us contributed and present it. And so at the end of the day, we all want to come out with flying colors. And we stand on our own.
Okay, so sustainability is very important in business.
Okay.
If you had to win 150,000, all it means is that it's gonna be blown into solar dryers that cost you more than how much you can sell it for. So it means that this is a one-time thing. Once you make it, you cannot grow the business.
Sure.
That's what it means. And I understand that you applied for a business plan competition, which is the best business plan.
So
You're competing with other people who are looking to grow their business.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing the growth.
Profitability is
important.
should be an issue for you.
Yeah, there's no problem for a business making profit. It's important to make profit to grow and employ more people and reduce the cost of your solar dryers and sell it to people who deserve it in the villages instead of buying it from China, which might cost more.
yeah.
So you'll help more people if you make profit and sustain your business.
Okay.
Yeah. My name is Babukar John. I stay at Busumbala. My business name is Baba John General Goods and Services. My business idea is solar and electrical installation. Well, here solar and electrical, but we normally focus mostly on solar because we have been seeing today before starting. What make us more late today? Has it been? It was solar that we guys have already done with this. In the sense of that, we can use solar inverters. We can use it direct from the sun without even using battery or even a backup system. Okay, right now people might say that okay, solar is too expensive, but okay, the expensive you can rate it for, let's say, for 5 years. In that 5 years, you are using a generator right now. So how many dollars are we consuming while the sun is free? So the needs and where to fulfill it. Areas where there is no electricity or areas where current is unreliable and also where current is very expensive. Okay, the goods and the services we produce. Solar installation, let's say the backup. Like the backup system, if you cannot buy solar, when you have NAVEC at your home, you can only buy an inverter charger and your batteries. When there's electricity, it will charge your battery. Then when there's no NAVEC, those batteries I will take over. And also, we do also these solar inverters. These solar inverters, during the day, you need only solar. You can use it for gas cookers and etc. Because of the the input is always DC, that means solar, but the output direct is electricity.
Okay, what's your financial model for your business?
Okay, now my financials, like my cost structure, which is like we spend on PPE, personal protective equipment. Normally in the year we are spending $12,000 for overall safety boost and other stuff. And also transportation. Here we are spending $30,000. And because of transportation nowadays, we have been seeing it's a big challenges. And also we have also spent on toolboxes and other materials, which cost us $50,000. And also we talk about tax, which we normally register at KMC and also GPA, 6,000. Okay, and also we talk about, so totally on that cost, we will be spending 58,000. So now, when we come to the revenue, as I said earlier, so we are not ordering materials, but we normally take it from some shop and go and install it. So on sales, okay, we made 8,000. When we come to installation in total, in general installation, 180,000 yearly. Good. And also when we come to repairing, 12,000. Good. So total, we are roughly about 200,000. So 200,000 minus from 158, we have 42,000 of profit. Yeah, because of here, the money is always a problem, so we cannot order. So we go and take some material from the shopkeeper and go and install for some people. But some people will also buy it, and we will just go and make the installation as well. Yeah. So.
All right, thank you. Do you have any questions? No. Kerr?
How do you make money exactly? How do you make money exactly?
How do I make money exactly? It's through my installation on solar installation.
Solar installation.
Solar installation, borehole drilling. But I do subcontract so that I can do the installation on solar or on electrical.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
My name is Lamin Kanye, CEO founder of Kanye Electrical Service. Kanye Electrical Service is a business located in Kololi, Taban. The business we doing materials, selling, and then service. We sell materials like sockets, fans, ceiling lights, and bulb, and etc. We also offer service also. That's how it is.
Tell us about how if you win the cash, how will you use it in your business to grow your business?
Okay. Okay. My financial project is Kanye Electrical Service. If I'm lucky to win the prize, I have inventory projects. We plan to buy some materials like socket, switches, and lamps, and then we try to expand something into our business to make the income to become more relevant.
So you basically need capital to buy more products and sell more. So are you doing anything new? If you win the funds, are you doing anything new to grow your business and reach more customers and have more impact?
Yeah, that is part of our plan. We are plan to buy materials because right now we are not having enough stuffs. So that is our problem. So if we are lucky to win this Kerr Jula challenge, we try to buy more stuffs and to expand the business a little bit.
How do you intend to expand? When you say expanding, how do you intend to expand?
Okay, when we say expand, we intend to expand the business like in a form of like right now where we are, the location we are right now, the business is conject there. So we planning to take another place where we can use that one also for the business.
You will pay rent with the money when you win?
No, we have in the rent money already.
Okay.
It's just to go and find another big place because that other place is too tight, so the materials cannot able to fit there with the office. So we will rent another places so that we can have enough space for another appliance also.
What are you selling right now? What are you selling? What is actually making money right now?
Wow, right now electrical appliance.
Okay.
Yeah, like socket, ceiling fans, lamp holder, electrical pipe, single boxes, and then double plastic boxes, and adapters, and then what else again? Yeah, that's what we are selling for right now.
So if you have this 150,000, it's like you're gonna buy all of those things again.
And then we want to open it again to make it like a general merchandise also. We want to include like selling like receivers, and then stabilizers, and like what again?
Is it based on research, or you just think that you can buy this
no,
particular
we have
product?
The business plan. The business plan is already there.
Is it based on research?
Yes.
That many people are buying this particular product, and these are the people that are selling these products?
People come and ask for us, whether do you have this merchandise? We said no. So if they come, they ask us any material that we don't have, we list it down and then we put it aside. So if we are lucky to have this money, then we will able to buy that material and able to sustain it, to feed it there.
Okay.
What makes you unique in your industry? Because there are a lot of shops. How do you stand out? Yeah, how do you stand out?
Okay, like for Kanye Electrical Service, we are into the field. We know the materials that people need. We know the quality of the material that people need. We ourselves, we use that material to install it for people. Like when you buy the materials, we can guarantee you that we don't make the product, but we know the guarantee of the product that we are selling. So our difference also is we guide you. When you need something, we ask you what are you going to use for it. Like if you come to us, for example, you said you want to buy an adapter. Like we ask you what kind of appliance are you going to connect on that adapter. So we will guide you, telling you that okay, this appliance cannot be using this adapter. These are the adapters that can be using for this appliance. So that makes us different. We guide you and we protect you.
Yeah, are you saying that most of the other people in the market are not selling good quality products?
Well, if I want to say that, not that, but gain to our experience what we gain. Because before I open a shop, I normally go and buy materials. But if I go, they don't categorize it for me. They just give it to me. You buy adapter, this one is 200, this one is 300. I just buy. But at the end of the day, the quality that I expect from that adapter, I cannot have it. So that's why we decided to open our own shop. We try to make people to convince them that we can make it.
So these materials, are you buying it from the Gambia or outside the Gambia?
We are buying in the Gambia here.
Like example, Kerr, you
No,
buy?
we don't buy material from Kerr. We buy from example like Batimat, MP Trading, Gambia Electrical, and then MSPC.
So do you have special discount on these materials?
Yeah, we have special discount because like MP Trading, we have 10% discount. But if you go to Batimat, we have 15% discount because we register with them.
When you take the 150,000, if you win 100, okay, let's go down. Let's say you win 50,000. How can you in 1 year? How will you grow that 50,000? Like 20% or 30%, and what are you gonna do to get that 20 or 30%? Because you have a lot of competitors. So how are you gonna do? Is it just are you just relying on the change of location to do this, or do you have any other innovative approaches to do this?
Yeah, okay. If I'm lucky to win the 50,000, I will say 100% so I can make it 50% interest of it because I already understand the system, and then I'm trying to include something on my business because right now I'm using internet to serve people, and then I connect people, they pay me. So I want to add the value of that internet. Instead of I'm using 4 meg, now I want to add it to 6 meg to 8 meg so that the network can be more strong and then having more customers. So
what platform do you use to record your finances?
We have a booklet of it, our daily sales.
Like a physical book?
Yeah, physical book.
So you're moving to a bigger space,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Do you know, have you identified the space, additional cost? You want to now have 8 meg. How much is it going to cost you?
Yeah.
What's the additional cost? Have you thought of that? Are you actually going to make that 50% that you envisage if you take out all of these extra costs that you did not have?
Yeah, we make our inquiry already. We know how much is going to be the cost of it. So right now, for concerning about the shop, that is not the issue. The issue is now on the equipment and the materials. For the shop, we have it already. So now the equipments are the problem because the equipment that we have cannot fit here and then there also. It can fit only here. So we want to add another extra so that we can put those ones here.
My name is Musa Fofana, and my business name is Satellite Material and Installation Service. My business is to render service and sell quality product to my customers, and also to tackle my customers' complaint in other ways, and also to do good business with them where there will be no loss for me. And I will also like to explain the solution to them and personalize it. And my financial aspect is that I have 2 types of financial aspect. Expectation, expenses in 1 year. How will I break it down? And expectation revenue in 1 year. How will I break it down? So my expectation expenses in 1 year. So there will be where I'll pay my bills, rent, salaries, transport, security, tax, and purchase of materials. And when it's come to bill, so my bill will be 2,000 every month. So that 2,000, I add it by 12, which is 1 year. So, and the same thing apply to my rent and salary, transport, security, and tax, and purchase of materials, and the bill will be $2,000. So times by the 12 will be $24,000.
Maybe just have the totals. Just give us a total of all your expenses, total of all your income.
Okay. The bill, rent, salary, transport, security, tax, purchase of materials, all totals is $321,800. And expected revenue in 1 year should be sales of materials and service and maintenance. So sales of materials will be 360 and service and maintenance will be $76,000. All total will be $436,000. So that $436,000, I make my profit out of it. My profit is $152,000.
How is it going to change next year?
Yeah, how it's gonna change next year is that I would like to do more business where there will be no loss for me. And how will I attract my customers? And how will I improve my services and my sales of products in order to maintain my business? And I promise that in 1 year, I will also give my products and services and also make more profit.
How old is your business? When did you start?
Yes, come on again.
When did you start your business?
I started my business on 2021.
Okay, so in 2021, 2022 financials, because what you gave us is a forecast, right?
Yeah.
You said expected.
Yeah, expected. This one is expected expenses.
Okay, so last year, 2021, what was your total revenue?
My total revenue was $321,800.
What was your total expenses?
My total expenses, that's what I tell you, is $321,800. And my revenue.
That's expected.
That one is expected expenses.
Okay.
Yeah, and expected revenue. Okay. So the expected revenue is sales, materials, and service and maintenance. That's what I add. Make it 436,000.
What I mean, sorry, not to cut you.
Okay.
Expected means forecast.
Yeah.
It means in the future.
It means in the future, right?
That's what you're
is
planning.
Is that what you're giving us?
Yeah.
Or last year's? That's the previous.
No, I mean the expected expenses. What I expect.
Okay, so I want to know, last year in 2021, how much did your business make in terms of profit, net profit, after you take out all your expenses from your sales?
My profit,
because that's expected. Give us the last year's information.
The last year information was 152,000.
As well.
That's expected as well.
Okay.
That also is expected.
Okay, so what you're giving us is what happened last year as well. Okay, I got it.
Last year or this year? Last year or this year?
Last year.
Last year.
What makes you different from any of the other satellite installation companies? What are you bringing that's new?
Okay.
And what need are you addressing?
Okay. What make my business different? You mean the difference?
Between you and there are so many other guys that are doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah. What make it different is that the differences is between how my business has own determination on myself. It's number one is that to solve problem, and two, to focus on customer service, and three, to be innovative, and four, to know myself.
Tell me more about that. How are you being innovative? I like innovation.
Yeah, I like to boost my business in order to be different with my partners. How did I do that? I am more creative on my skills, and I know how to attract my customers. I know how to do service with them in order to attract them, in order to maintain them.
How do you attract your customers?
I attract my customer through my business address.
That's creative?
It's also part of creative, because anything I add on my business, I used to imply it on my business address in order to...
As in your store, right?
Yeah.
Your business... Is it like, do you mean online? Like, does it have to do anything with technology or no?
Yeah.
With the innovation and creativity you're talking about, are you using technology in any aspect of that or no?
No.
No.
Yeah, but I am creative on my business in order to make my business more.
Take your word for it.
Okay.
Are you doing any record keeping?
He doesn't want to tell us
keeping.
how.
Yeah, I'm making record keeping.
Like, how do you do that?
That's what I explained. Like,
So everything is on that book, yeah?
yeah, it's on the book. That's what I used to do. My record keeping. I used to keep them in order to.
So your cost of operations from last year and this year will exactly be the same. There will be no increment.
That is increment.
Okay, what's the increment? If the forecast is the same as last year, what's the increment?
The increment is that I used to attract my customers, and anything I have, I see my customers, talk to them. This is what I have. This is what I have, in order to make more profit.
No, I mean that's customer side. Operations meaning the rent that you're paying, electricity that you're paying, the internet that you're paying at your facility. Has there been any increase in your cost of operations from last year?
From last year.
Like, are you buying more mobile credit for your business compared to last year? Like, or is it exactly the same amount of dollars and butut?
No, it's not.
So why is the forecast the same as last year's?
Focus is the same as last year. Depend on what you say.
Okay, thank you.
Produced it.
Kerr, Jula, Charlie. Kerr, Jula, Charlie. Kerr, Jula, whoa. Kerr, Jula, Charlie. Kerr, Jula, Charlie.
Jula, yeah.